All right, President Biden made some big waves today with an executive order protecting certain undocumented immigrants.
The move aims to benefit undocumented spouses and or parents of legal American citizens. Paris Schutz has more on how it is going to impact Chicago. Paris.
Sylvia and Terrence, today's executive order affects an estimated 500,000 folks around the country, tens of thousands right here in Illinois, despite being a sanctuary state. The move comes as Biden is running for re-election neck and neck with Donald Trump and looking to boost his standing among disaffected Latino and progressive voters. The executive order applies to undocumented spouses of American citizens who have been in this country 10 years or more. Chicago is a sanctuary city and Illinois is a sanctuary state, which means law enforcement takes a hands-off approach to immigration. Fred Sau of the Illinois Coalition of Immigrant and Refugee Rights says the order still impacts potentially tens of thousands of Illinois families, where an undocumented spouse might have had to leave the country and wait years for a green card before coming back.
What this action does is simplify that pathway. It enables people to process in the United States without having to, leave the country, take the risk of being separated, take the risk of being barred, and instead stay home with their families, with their spouse, with their kids.
The president's move could satisfy the progressive wing of his party, many of whom were upset at his executive order earlier this month to crack down on asylum seekers crossing the border. Chicago Congresswoman Delia Ramirez was critical of that move, but praised this one. Quote, "Today's action is the most significant positive policy change for immigrants and their families since the DACA program in 2012. Ramirez herself is impacted as her husband Boris Hernandez is a DACA recipient and has been applying for citizenship for several years. The two were at today's event at the White House as guests of President Biden. Meanwhile, Mayor Brandon Johnson says he applauds the president's move while calling for comprehensive immigration reform. Biden says both orders are the result of House Republicans stonewalling an immigration bill that had bipartisan support.
When Republicans walked away from the deal for the most pathetic and petty of reasons, Donald Trump got on the phone literally and started, and the press can confirm this, and calling senators saying don't.
Now, the move draws expected condemnation from the GOP. Downstate Republican Representative Mary Miller says in a statement, quote, "Joe Biden continues to put illegals first and Americans last." And coming up at 5 and 9, we hear from Congresswoman Ramirez and her husband, who were at the White House today and are personally impacted by this executive order. Sylvia and Terrence.